Hello and welcome to my knife channel. Well, as you can see, I got another Rough Rider in. This is an older model. It's the model RR304. And I hadn't been looking at these because this is the first workman knife or whatever they call these things. And this is in the Globe series. And that's what I always thought the size was going to be when they were talking about these knives. And I guess the analogy could be, this is kind of like a Case Sodbuster Jr., even though it's not the same size. You have, see that, a pivot within a brass collar there. And the same thing is going on with this one. It's harder to see, but there's a pivot. It looks like one big pivot there, but it's not. There's that ring there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in and get it. You can just faintly see it right there on the edge there. That's the real diameter of your pivot there. But anyways, this one's pretty nice. I think I paid like, I don't remember, $20, $15 plus $5 shipping and handling, something. But it's a liner lock with, let me check this blade over here. It's a little over, it's about a 3 1/4 inch cutting edge. I'll think if I can find the listing for it, I'll put the specs up. Like I said, I got this one off eBay, and it has this liner lock to it. Red pick bone. A little bit of gapping here on the back, but like I said, this is a working knife type of thing. Comes out pretty sharp. This is the Rough Rider box. All of these can usually use a touch-up of some type, I mean, it has no problem slicing through that. Keep doing that. Oops. I think I started that one wrong. Get him over here. Yeah, so like I said, all of them can use a little bit of a stropping. But they come out of the box with what I would call like a working edge on it. If you want to get it like super duper sharp, all you usually have to do is run it over a strop. 5 or 10 passes on a leather strop and you'll have that thing hair popping sharp. But it's a pretty good knife. It fits the hand better than, say, this guy. See, this one here is more like a gentleman's carry, or this guy's really got a strong pull on him. I've cut myself pretty badly on this guy one time just trying to open it when I first got it. But yeah, this one I got small hands, so this one can still fill my hands and everything, but it barely gets in the joint in there. This one's more hand filling, and I've got more broomstick off the end there. And with it being a liner lock, you can hold it back here and not have to worry about it closing on you. This would not be UK legal carry, any locking knife, I guess, but for America, you could carry it around. Yeah, it's not bad. Let me get the inches here. Get in there, you. Caliper's not wanting to cooperate today. I'm trying to get the overall length of the knife. Yeah, it kind of flares on the end down here, but about 4.7 inches or 119 millimeters overall. So yeah, it's a nice knife. What I wanted to talk about also, nice mirror polished edge. There's just like, oh, I wanted to show you something like, see that kind of frosted edge? Isn't that cool? It's like they mirror polished it and then they sanded it at the end, but you've got this kind of like, see that pattern there? Isn't that cool? It's like a frosting, but it's where like the belt sander where they were doing like their final touch up or something, and just little particles came off and hit it, but the camera's not really picking it up real. There you go. It's picking it up a lot better. Isn't that cool? It's on both sides. Yeah, so you never know what you're going to get with one of these knives. This one will do plenty of work for you. Like I said, if you strop it, good thing about 448, if you got like a leather belt or something you're wearing it, you can just drop it on your belt. Sometimes you can even just drop it off a cardboard, you know, just like this. Just kind of hone the edge. But yeah, this is the box that it comes in. It's the RR304. Comes in that brown box, or brownish, orangish. But yeah, pretty good knife. And I like it. Let's see what its weight is when we get in here. I was watching another video and somebody was talking about Rough Rider knives and saying they're junk, and everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I can tell you what is a junk knife and a cheap knife. I know the difference between cheap and inexpensive, and I would classify these as inexpensive. Yeah, you're going to run into the occasional one, 113 grams, or about 4 ounces in weight. So yeah, pretty good knife. You've got that nice drop point, upswept kind of like universal kind of blade there, you know. You can still do some stabbing with it, but you can do some skinning. Locks in pretty well. And this knife over here, I just want to mention, you know, when I first was talking about it and I was saying, I don't know if I like it as much because it doesn't have as strong as a pull on the other ones. Actually, this has become a fidget knife. A traditional fidget knife, because I'll sit there and I'll pull it out and I'll look at the blade and then I'll wipe it off like this, and you can just feel the smoothness, you know, of the blade, and then I'll put it back down and I'll look at it. And this is also a good, like if you're doing a coat pocket carry, like you got on like a windbreaker, you stick this in there, and I found that this shield helps you index, lets you figure out which side of the knife you got, because if you're carrying it like this and it's moving around, these both equal in. If you don't feel the blade and everything, this way you know that this is the shield side is the main side with the main blade, and you're ready to go. Whereas if you're on this side, you don't feel any shield, you know you've got the little pin blade. Some you just don't notice when you're carrying, unless you carry them a lot. And also, the weight it actually helps keep your jacket steady, and it's so big that somebody could tell if they're just looking at you that you've got something in your pocket. They don't know if you've got a gun or a knife, and it's good. Let them keep wondering, you know. I mean, they know you got something weighted in your pocket if they know how to read jackets and stuff and the way that stuff carries. But anyways, yeah, this is a really nice knife, and I've been flushing the pivots. And what flushing the pivots is, you just get KPL, and it doesn't have to be KPL. It's usually some kind of like penetrating oil, some kind of like light penetrating oil. The reason why I like KPL is this bottle has lasted me forever. I've had it almost a year and a half, and you can see I'm only like down to here. I love the smell of KPL in the morning. They put some kind of perfume, just a light scent or perfume in there, and I always sniff that stuff. But yeah, you just go in there and you put some oil in there and you run it back and forth, and then you get a white paper towel and you run it along the pivot there. And if it comes out black, which it usually does, you need to keep going. And what that does is it works in the knife. It's now much smoother. There's no grit feeling when it opens. You also get to know the knife. I put lube in there, and then I also went in here along the liner. Anywhere where you see the blade moves, and there's it rubs up against this other the spring for this one. Same way with this side. And it makes it a lot smoother. And this pull, like I said, I thought I wouldn't like it because it's light. It's not super light. I mean, when it locks in place, it locks in place. But what that allows me to do is I don't have to go like this. And I've almost cut myself on some of the other ones where when it snaps in place, it's so hard. Those are like good working knives where if you think you're gonna constantly do something really hard and it might bounce back on you. But a light one like this allows you to have like a fidget knife. So I just sit there and I hold it in my pocket when I'm walking along. It just feels cool, you know, and it's not so much a self-defense thing. It's kind of like what Knife Detector was saying. You can have it like a worry stone or something, you know, that you're just carrying in your pocket, and it just gives you reassurance, you know that you're carrying, I don't know, something traditional. To me, that's just the way it is. It's different than if I'm carrying, you know, I don't carry the Elementum in my front pocket. I carry it, not in my jacket pocket, I carry it in my pants pocket, clipped in there, and I don't hold on to it and fidget with it, you know, but a front coat pocket you would. Anyway, it was all supposed to be about this knife. I got distracted about this one because this one turns out to be like, it's starting to be one of my favorite sunfishes. Just because I like messing around with it. And you've got the variety of blades, you know, the beautiful little Warncliffe there. And then this sheep's foot, ram's foot, who knows what foot, Bigfoot. Yeah, it's just great just to look at it, a little swedge and everything. Oh, it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're not into traditional knives, I don't know why you're watching this channel, but I mean, I do non-traditional knives also, but you're missing out on something, really, because I did the same thing. I went most of my life thinking, traditional knives, been there, done that. What's the latest thing? What's the latest flippy thing? And yeah, flippers are fun. You can just sit there, you know, and annoy the crap out of somebody that's trying to watch a movie or something like that. If you don't live alone, you just keep doing that. Whereas a traditional knife, usually you don't even have to flip it to get any enjoyment out of it. You can just look at it, you know. And when you open it, it doesn't make a lot of noise. It doesn't scare a lot of people. Not that I'm worried about scaring people, but that's their issue. They're afraid of a knife. They need therapy. But anyway, there you go. Thought I'd throw that in there for you. I've got some stickers from Metal Complex coming in, but I didn't. The mailman, it's Monday, so they don't deliver the mail right away. I'll have to wait till like another hour before I can get that. But yeah, he has a Patreon that only costs as low as $1. With $1, you don't get a sticker. With $3, you get stickers and stuff. So I've never had a sticker or anything, but I entered one of his Patreon only drawings, and it was for not just there was like 3 different sticker packs, and then there was a knife. And I was more interested in the stickers than the knife, to tell you the truth. And I won. I mean, I was the first one to draw for the sticker pack, so that's in the mail. But I haven't been able to get the mail yet. I just know that because of informed delivery. But anyways, there you go. That's a little secret of the shield, basically, out of this video would be, what's the secret of the shield? Well, if it has one, it's going to let you know where the main blade is, and it's a tactile thing that you can feel without even have to look at in your pocket. You will know, I have this thing indexed, so if I reach like this, boom, I have my knife. What useful knowledge that's going to grant you? I don't know. Will it save somebody's life in the future? Maybe. And if it does, man, leave it in the comment how, because you knew your traditional knife was indexed the right way, it saved your life. That would be something. Of course, be kind of hard to verify, but still. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.